Hello friends, and welcome to a Clean With Me video. So in this one, I am going to mainly focus on the bedding. So you'll actually find me here in my master bedroom where my son is doing what he usually does, and that's not stop moving. We play this little game where I basically throw some of the cushions over him, some duvets. It's just a bit of fun, you know. He's loving rolling around. He uses it like a trampoline, even though I tell him not to. And then at one point he grabs my arm and then says, "Tell me that I'm naughty, that I shouldn't be doing it." So basically that's what I was doing right there. So it's always a fun one because firstly he gets to see the fact that the adults have to maintain their space, and here I am sorting out our bedding, that it doesn't get done by fairies. You know, a lot of the time I find that I end up doing a lot of the housework whilst he's at school, and I'm conscious that he doesn't actually see me doing the cleaning and, you know, the actual stuff around the house that make it feel, you know, homely. So in these cases, I take the opportunity, especially on the weekends, to basically do some of this with him so that he can see that actually we need to maintain our space, and he will eventually have to help this and help us as well. So I love the fact that I was getting him involved in this bedding swap anyway. So if you've been on my channel before, you will know that we are amidst a renovation. So we are doing an extension. We currently have no kitchen. So we finally broken through those walls, and it's just moving all of that kitchen stuff into one room. So basically we've got a temporary kitchen, which I will be showing you shortly. So basically you would not believe where dust can get to. So I end up changing the bedding to make sure that at least some of our areas of the house are nice and fresh. And the other thing is, in the UK, we have a heat wave. It's very hot, unusually hot, even for the summer. And I'm not complaining. We are very much enjoying it. But at the same time, it just means like the fresh sheets will really help us feel a little bit fresher, you know, cooler, hopefully, and obviously clean. But it also means that the washing can get done in a jiffy. So when it comes to bedding, I think if I had a tumble dryer, I would probably end up doing the bedding a lot more often. But as it's the summer, I do end up actually putting it outside on the washing line, and it smells so wonderful. So basically here you would have seen me actually find a dead fly on one of the cushions. So that is why I was a little bit shocked there. So yeah, basically I think I'm going to stop rambling on and talking. I'm gonna put some great music on, and then I'll explain a few things towards the end of this video. So make sure to keep on watching, and I'll catch you guys then. So I thought I'd come on and actually explain this section of the video because it's a little bit unusual. What you will see is me not only sorting out my son's toys, so basically all the toys have been moved from the back room and the kitchen because of the renovations, and that meant a lot of the toys had to come up to my son's room, and hence it's looking a little bit cluttered. So I thought I'd sort out a few bits that we usually played with, you know, that very morning, or, you know, the favourites that we usually go towards. But anyway, not only am I going to put away the toys, but you'll also see me putting away the rugs, which is unusual. You don't normally see me do this, but the builder recommended that I do put away as much as I can, especially the rugs, because they are going to get dusty. And it has been crazy. I don't know how the dust is getting upstairs alongside, you know, everything else. Obviously, I understand the actual rooms where the walls are coming down, but how's it getting to every nook and cranny around the house too? But yeah, basically it was good to take this up. I'm very glad that he recommended it. Very useful, really easy to clean that way, you know. And the bed had to be moved as well for other logistical reasons, mainly so that the walls don't come falling down. And yeah, basically there's a lot been going on. It's very mentally draining as well as physically, because obviously you're having to run around the house. I was doing like tea breaks for the builders. They start really early at 8 a.m. So I'm having to sort myself out and my son before the normal time for us. So usually we do the school run around 8:30, you know, that kind of thing. So, and then alongside this, work full time and do content creation like as a hobby. So yeah, honestly, it has definitely been challenging to say the least, but it's really good to see this space clean, and I always feel so much better when my environment is clean and tidy and everything is looking fresh and feeling fresh, especially a bedding. You know, when you have spent the whole day running around like crazy, it's amazing to be able to sink into a bed that's with fresh linen, smells good, and you can drift off in peace and relaxation. You know, it's definitely one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, basically I'm back in my bedroom a number of days later. The bedding has been washed, and although I already had some other bedding on there, I really don't like sheets that are not fitted. I really find them annoying. So that one was going straight back into the laundry basket, even though we barely used it. But yeah, basically I very highly recommend mattress protectors like these. So not only do I have a topper like this, it's like an inch thick, to protect the mattress, but also gives us a little bit extra, you know, movement, as in like, you know, especially if it's like memory foam and stuff, so just extra comfort rather. But also mattress toppers as well, which are just great protection, and it was good to get them washed, as I said, in the sunshine, in the warmth as well. So I really hope that this gives you motivation to sort out your own bedding. I don't know how often you're supposed to actually wash or clean your bedding, but as I said, it feels so good. It feels such a shame to miss out on such good, glorious sunshine to get these, you know, back to their white state and also nice and fresh and smelling good. So I'd highly recommend you joining me and doing this as well. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. Make sure to stick around towards the end to see the final bedroom, how it's going to look, because I am so proud at how I've done the paneling and how my bedroom is looking. So yeah, basically you'll see the final product if you stick towards the end, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much as always for watching my clean with me's, and I'll be sure to be back with some more very soon.